Hi, I'm Lizbeth Meredith, author of Pieces of Me, Rescuing My Kidnapped Daughters. That is now a Lifetime TV movie called Stolen by Their Father. I have been asked a number of times and when I say a number of times, I mean hundreds, if not more, times to individually meet with people who are going through their own crisis of intimate partner violence and or parental childhood kidnapping or custodial interference, depending on the situation. I mentioned in the previous video that I am neither a lawyer or a therapist. I have a master's degree in psychology. I worked long and hard in the field of trauma and healing. I'm very grateful to have gotten support and to have ongoing support through therapy and other things. But the reason I don't want to individually meet with people in the thick of the crisis is because updated systems, people who today know more about intimate partner violence and resources, if you go to the experts, if you call or get online and look at domesticshelters.org as an example, or the National Council on Domestic Violence, NCADV, 1-800-799-SAFE as an example. There are a number of child kidnapping programs who can help people work through a checklist of things to prevent child abductions. These are fabulous organizations. My circumstances happened a long time ago, more than 2 decades ago. So I don't have current relevant information, but everything I do have, I've shared in my book, Pieces of Me, Rescuing My Kidnapped Daughters. Still orderable anywhere that you get your books. Additionally, I have a podcast that is guested, and meaning that there are a lot of other people and experts on the topics of healing and resilience and gaining support. Also, my next book, what we will talk about in the next videos, is called Grounded in Grit, Turn Your Challenges into Superpowers. It is in that book that I try to help survivors understand everything they need to know about dealing with systems without just throwing up their hands and saying, they didn't do anything for me. I have no power. I give up. I later went to work in the very system that I once thought had completely failed me, and I learned so much. But one of the things that I recommend mightily is for every person to learn some lessons of mood regulation themselves, certain kinds of communications that are very effective in dealing with agencies, and how to forge relationships that last in obtaining, and maintaining a support system. So everything I can share, I have shared, and it is either free if people order books at libraries and or very inexpensive. But I am not a nonprofit, and I don't individually meet with people. I will see you at Persistence You with Lizbeth podcast on Wednesdays, a couple of times a month, should you be interested. And I hope this helps. Thank you.